Congratulations on the win, Bradley. Today felt like the day where it finally clicked for Argyle. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think it's been a long process for it to finally start gelling on the pitch out there on match day. I think we're finally seeing our principles and what we stand for. I think it's really important for us to do it for our manager. He always believes in us, stuck by us. Same with the fans. They've stuck through us through a tough time. I think now it's important for us to keep going, keep taking steps forward. I think previously we've had a win and then we took 3 steps back. I think now it's important for us to keep going forward and just keep progressing as a team.
Must have been nice in the closing stages to be 4-1 up and just feeling that confidence flowing through you.
Yeah, definitely. I think all the boys today put in a real good shift. I think we really worked really hard defensively for us to be able to take our chances in the final third. I think it was just a really good team performance.
We've seen this season how important it is to get the first goal in a game, isn't it? It's not gone your way a lot of times this season, but today you got it. You didn't score it, but you were very close to it. Can you talk me through it?
Yeah, I just saw the ball go up and then I tried to put off their striker, and fortunately for us and unfortunately for him, he scored an own goal, but part and parcel of football. And
then Caleb's second goal, not long before half time. What a strike that was.
Yeah, Caleb shoots, I think, every game, and most of the time it hits Rose Z. But today he's put it right in that top corner, and yeah, he's an unbelievable player, and that's just a glimpse of what he can do.
And then the penalty incident, what did you make of that? It looked a bit harsh from where I was.
Yeah, I think it's part and parcel of football again. It happens. I haven't seen it back yet. I have to watch it back, but yeah.
Did you feel you were a bit hard done by to concede a penalty for that?
Yeah, well, I actually haven't watched it back. I don't want to say anything about the referees or anything, so I'm not sure.
But having conceded a goal just before half time, and you could have felt a bit down about it. How important was it to come and get that third goal so early in the second half, and you were the one that scored it, obviously?
No, definitely. When I went in at half time, I was really upset with myself for giving away the penalty, and I think it drove me on for the start of that second half, and I wanted to make an impact, and fortunately I was able to.
Talk me through the goal. It was a really good finish. I think, was the keeper thinking you were going to go the other side?
I'm not sure what the keeper was thinking, but yeah, it was good build-up play. We work on our set pieces in training with our set piece coach, and yeah, it worked. It was a good strike. Yeah.
I'm always very envious of somebody who scores a goal for Argyle in front of the Devonport end with all the fans there. Can you describe what that feeling's like when you celebrate?
It was unbelievable. Just adrenaline running through my body. The fans, again, they've been absolutely brilliant this season. They stuck through us, stuck with us. Today, even the stadium was full. A lot of other teams would maybe have boos or things like that, but they've really stuck behind us, and you can see that it's going into the confidence of the team.
When Argyle have had success in the past, it's always been based on strong home form, playing, Home Park being a place that the opposition don't want to come to because the fans are noisy, the players are high tempo and press. We saw signs of that today, didn't we?
Yeah, we're trying to build a fortress. Nance always relays to us how important this club is and how important it is for us to always put our good performance at home and away from home, of course. But when we're at home, we really need to take our opportunities and really make sure that teams don't want to come in. And
to get the fourth goal just gave you that extra bit of breathing space. Lawrence come in and he scored 3 goals in two games this week. Yeah. What are your impressions of him? How good a striker do you think he can be for you this season?
No, he's an unbelievable talent. A lot of pressure on him coming in. Obviously, quite a big price tag, and the fact that he's able to just deliver on the pitch every week, keep scoring, keep hitting the back of the net, it's unbelievable to have, and all of us feel really confident with him up there.
And this is, as we touched on at the start, this allows the season to sort of click into gear. You've got through this period of Saturday, Tuesday. I know the manager's very pleased that he's got a couple of clear weeks with you to work on the training ground. That's a good opportunity, isn't it, to build and grow on this performance today?
Definitely. Just about to keep taking forward steps, keep carrying momentum forward into our next game. We've got Luton, which will be a really tough game next, and we're going in with the mentality that we need to win and we want to win. And then after that, I think our fixtures open up a little bit more, and hopefully we can really start to get in a stride and momentum and start picking up points and start climbing back up the table.
First time I've had a chance to have a chat with you. How have you found Argyle, Plymouth? How are you settling in? Obviously, the results dictate, don't they? When they're good, when they're bad, sort of thing. But how have you found it overall?
No, I love it. I think off the field, it's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful place to live. Really enjoying it. I think the peace being away from like a London or a Manchester, just the calmness of the whole city, all the fans, anywhere you see them, they're really like nice people to meet. And obviously, like you said, results dictate sometimes, but they really do stick behind us, and that's the main thing for me.
And just quickly, you and Malachy in the centre of midfield, that seems to be a partnership that's just beginning to grow and to develop. These things take time, don't they? I think we've seen in these first few weeks of the season, it's a new team, young players, things take time to develop, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Mal, again, an unbelievable player. I think his desire to really track back for the badge, he always puts his all in. We've signed Law, who will be another midfielder that will be in there with us. And yeah, just more talent in the building. It's unbelievable to have.
Well deserved man of the match, well played.
Thank you.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay, sure. Sorry. Okay, guys, just a quick one then. Just we've got on the tape for the radio. We just got we've already covered this. Just tell us a bit about your feelings there. Man of the match. You know, your first goal for the club and an excellent performance.
No, scoring my first goal for the club is unbelievable feeling. I wanted to get it a bit earlier, but having it now and the goal that it was in front of that end of the pitch is unbelievable. Great feeling. The fans are one of the best that I've played in front of, and it's just great feeling.
And from you personally, obviously you've joined the club relatively recently, come back to the UK. I know you were in Crawley last year, but you know, come back from Germany. How important is it that you can you've hit the ground running now, you've got your goal, you're playing well, and that you can kind of go on from here?
Yeah, I think for me, I've been trying to build my momentum. I think throughout the season I've had a bit up and down, and Tom spoke to me about my consistency levels and being a little bit more mature in my gameplay. So that's what I've been trying to do. Avoid silly bookings. I think I've started to do that a little bit more and more focus on myself and not get caught up in the game. I think today was a brilliant example of how I gave away the penalty, whether it was right or wrong, and then still staying calm in the game and being able to get the goal. So I think just me keep taking forward steps and worrying about myself and focus on my own performances, what's going to make me do better.
Sorry, final one for me. Obviously Tom's played in midfield at a very high level, won the league, Premier League, played for England. Does he help you with your game? Has he kind of put some stuff on you? Obviously he's played at such a great level. Yeah,
he's an inspiration for me. I looked up to him from before he was my manager, and he's just a great person to learn from and just take small little details. He really helps me. Obviously he was a midfielder like you said, and he's just an unbelievable person to help mentor me.
Tom Cleverley, magic. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, terrific performance. You know, I think we've been doing a little bit of work on performance levels rather than be totally obsessed with results. I think that's important in that we don't get bogged too much down by our form in the league. Obviously, it's really important, but I think that was maybe affecting mindset. Why we're winning in the cup, why we're not winning in the league. I just put it on the players. Today's all about performance. The result will take. You could win, you could lose, but perform. Do the things that we work on to the best of your ability. I thought the lads did it fantastically well. They deserve all the credit today. 4 really well taken goals, 3 set pieces. It's going to say set pieces, but 2 of the set pieces were short corners that we worked on. And yeah, brilliant team performance. Managed the game well. Couldn't be prouder of the lads.
How much did the midweek game impact the fact that you were scoring goals there and winning games, and did it just boost the mood and you got your patterns maybe a little more in place? How much did the midweek win impact this afternoon? Yeah,
it looks a good decision now because everyone's come through it fit and healthy. I think it was important that we got a bit of rhythm, and yeah, I thought we did that 10 days ago when we beat Blackpool. We went and put a really good performance in at Swansea. And yeah, we need to remember that feeling, like I said, approaching after the Cardiff game. Now we must make 2 steps forward, a 3rd step forward next weekend. But yeah, that's the goal now. The players deserve a couple of days off. It's been 8 games in 4 weeks. It's been a really hectic period. And yeah, we'll collect ourselves on Tuesday.
Ibrahim got man of the match, and I have to say I thoroughly agree with that one. What was your assessment of his performance?
Didn't put a foot wrong. Excellent. Got great legs, can tackle, can find the pass. Obviously got a great goal today. He's a leader for 20 years old. And yeah, today was an outstanding midfield performance from Bradley. Now, he's 20 years old, we have to remember that, but my challenge to him is to be more consistent. He knows that. But I thought we've seen what Bradley's ceiling looks like, and it's really exciting. So, one of the real standouts today.
Another youngster, I got your comment on really, Wiradoo. We saw him in the opening game. He was quite enthusiastic and maybe got caught out by that. He's playing in centre of defence now. Is he learning the game off Mitchell nicely?
No, I don't think so. Brendan's played centre half, especially in a 3, plenty of times for Fleetwood, and at this level. So I wouldn't say so. I think he was doing great at centre back before Mitchell came to the club. Difficult start, Brendan, and I think we see him as a centre back in our team now. I think we can be really sure saying that. So. Yeah, that's why I was so keen to bring a number 6 into the football club, because we see Brendan as a really, really top centre-back at this level.
I've been waiting since he arrived for Tulai to get a decent chance to see what he's all about. Did we see what he was all about this afternoon?
Brilliant. Yeah, he's had a fantastic week. 3 goals in a week. He's took off. You can see he's an all-rounder. He'll hold the ball up. He'll compete. He'll press. And in front of goal, he's where he's really impressed me in the training. He's very calm. He's got good power in both feet, and I think my heart rate slowed down when he went through. I was really confident that he'd score.
Where's confidence now in the dressing room and with yourself and everybody? Yeah,
it's good. Like I said, I think that's 4 wins in our last 5 home games. That's 1 defeat in 5. We knew that we were going through a huge transition, and it was about us stabilising the football club in these last few games. We've done that, and now it's all about performance. Keep working hard every day. Keep being focused on performing, doing the things we work on. Not too obsessed with result, I think that'll mean we win a lot more football games.
Nonetheless, I imagine it's about bottling today and what I've seen in a couple of the other games and just kicking on from here, isn't it?
Absolutely. Listen, the way I say not worrying too much about result, that's not me going soft. I thought there was a real grit, determination, game management. Subs did fantastic, shutting the game up for us, and I thought it was the most experienced performance we've put in. No coincidence. Joe Edwards is there. Owen Dale's coming on and really been effective. Alex Mitchell's there. Matthias Ross is coming on. It's the first time where we've looked and we've seen a lot of decent experience out there as well. So no coincidence there, and we have to build on it. Yeah, bottle it up and build on it.
Tom, when we saw you on Thursday, you said we talked tactics with you, and you said you were an adapter, and you adapted today. You played 3 at the back.
Yeah.
What was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, you always seem to get the names in the transfer rumours, and you got my team on Thursday, so I didn't want to give it away, obviously, but I said to Ali when I left the room, how does he know that? So yeah, we went to wing backs today, back 3. We've got the personnel to do it. I thought that Stockport would offer a real aerial threat in the box with Wotton and Lowe, which they did, and yeah, we've been playing in a 3 when we have the ball anyway, but we just weren't being able to transition into it often enough. So today we did it out of possession as well, and it worked well.
I suppose I wasn't the only one. I think a few people thought, looking at the players in your squad, you have got some players there, the ones we saw on the pitch today, who are good at playing at wing back. It seems to naturally suit them. So hopefully that's good evidence of that, isn't it, today?
Yeah, and obviously I went through this at my previous club as well, where wingers are some of your best players, and if they get injured, then yeah, maybe 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1's not the most effective. Now Zav's injured for a long time. We haven't got that profile of winger that's going to stay wide and beat his man 1v1 and create from wide areas. So to use more bodies in the middle of the pitch and just play with wing backs wide, it makes more sense. I was unaware of what people are saying. I'm not a social media reader, but yeah, we were all on the same page this week.
When this club has had success, it's had success because based on its home form, and you've touched on the recent home results. When you see a performance like today with a full house sort of getting behind you, how strong can Home Park be as a fortress for you this season, do you feel?
Yeah, I think this week we're has been a representation of all the reasons why I wanted to manage this football club. I had some great conversations with Simon in the week about the direction, about where we can improve, where we see it going moving forward, and yeah, they were really productive. And then obviously the what you saw out there is a huge attraction to anyone wanting to work for this football club. It's fantastic atmosphere. The supporters through a sticky patch have been unbelievable. We know we've had the odd hiccup in that with a couple of individual cases, but in the main, they've been unbelievable, and yeah, we thank them for that.
Can you tell us any more about your conversations with the chairman?
No, it's good for us to be. You'll have seen who was at the game today, and it's good for us to be in contact. You know, none of us were happy with our current form, so we did a bit of a review. Why, and more importantly, where do we go from there, and how do we make it better, so we don't make some of the same mistakes again. So, real stable relationship we've got, and that was a massive attraction for why I wanted to be the manager of this football club.
I'd imagine you and the players were a bit aggrieved with the penalty decision at the end of the first half. How important was it for Bradley to come up with that excellent goal so early in the second half, just to steady things down, give you that 2-goal cushion back again? Yeah,
mentally they were impressive. That didn't rock them. You know, it was certainly not a penalty. You can see that. I call it how it is. It wasn't a corner either after half-time. So net 0 today on refereeing decisions. I was thinking at half-time, when is one going to fall for us? Because it seems to be one a game at the minute, that not just a grey area decision, but either costing us a red card, a goal or a penalty. So I was starting to get a little bit annoyed, but I keep telling myself they even themselves out, and we got one back second half. So yeah, net 0 today.
Last one for me. Law McKay played for England under-20s last night, but he was here today, I see. It's good that he came down, and I'm sure he will have been impressed and already part of the squad, you know, having seen what he's done today. Yeah,
really happy. Law got down to the game to see the atmosphere, to see how we play. I think it shows a lot about the individual, that he could have had 3 days off after gone from Chesterfield back to the northeast, and he wanted to come straight down here. So delighted he's here. He'll add a lot to us from a technical point of view. And yeah, it's competitive in there now. I thought the 2 midfield lads were great today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You said in the week, it's important now, isn't it, that you get on the training pitch for this, because there's even more of a new influx of players, plus the injured players coming back.
Yeah.
Has that pleased you? Can you sort of expand on that again, just for the?
Yeah, it's really important. You know, even just 2 days, so the general working week when we'll come back. Tuesday will be 2 tough days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday you taper it down, so that the 2 work days will be Tuesday, Wednesday, where we can really get some quality work, and they're priceless for a coach. Not had any of it, so we're not just off in between games, we're in, but everything's physical loading, especially when we've had more injuries. Yeah. We have to reduce what we do on the training pitch, no quality time. So Tuesday, Wednesday we'll get a lot of things into the players, in and out of possession. Structurally now we look like we could have a system change as well. Yeah. Thought it helps that a lot of those players have played in the 3 today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 2 midweeks being clear, and we should see improvements for that.
You're always very straight with us. You said you could see this sort of performance coming. Can we expect more of the same, do you think? Will it just get better, or touch wood?
Yeah, I like to think so. Like I said, I think the introduction of a bit more experience helps a very young team put performances like that in. Confidence is a big thing, and so I'm contradicting myself with the process and performance. But when you win 4 in 5 here, when you're only 1 in 5 beaten now, it breeds confidence. So you should see a better version of us now with time to work and more confidence. And yeah, we have to remember the Cardiff performance that put us back a long way after our previous 2 steps forward, and that should drive us on.
What about Laurent? You mentioned him earlier on. You know, all the talk about got to get a striker, got to get a striker, got to get a striker. We were asking you, most weeks during August and late July. how important is it that he's started and he's hit the ground running straight away?
Yeah, I couldn't be happier. Even if he'd had 0 goals up to this point, I would be telling you he's going to be a really good striker for this football club. But the fact that he's shown what a good finisher is, he's scored all 3 goals with his left foot, but he can hit them with his right. He's physical. He runs channels. He presses. He's someone who's on a real quick upward trajectory through the leagues of English football. I don't think he's done here, but let's go and let's really, yeah. I'm delighted that we've got that one done for sure. We've got the right number 9, and we're pleased he's ours.